So here are some examples of friendship-based solutions. In my previous video, I talked about friendly solutions. So here is friendship-based solutions. So one of my favorite solutions that I created, which you'll find in my new kinds of economic friendship-based systems, solutions, and practices playlist, which I will post sometime after this video is posted, was a grant day, which instead of being focused on, trying to sell yourself, being just wanted for some specific thing that you're offering. Instead, the focus of the day and the interactions and the way the grants would be funded is around friendship and community. Thus, say there's a science fiction organization which is looking for individuals that have certain skills and things to offer in their community or inspire their community. But instead of just, looking for any individual who has those skills or whatever, they're looking for people who are totally into and celebrate, and their life is about the particular kind of science fiction and focus that community is about. So when, each side, the individual and the community, meet each other at this grant day, the different individuals find a community that totally celebrates who they are, shares the same interests and values and passions. And so they have the option of having not just the funding, but a community is there to support them in a myriad of ways and to celebrate and share life together, which isn't to say that you have to become part of some sort of cooperative and do certain things, but that option would be there. It also doesn't mean that you lose sort of an equal opportunity experience of getting and giving grants. So it's not like you have to hope that someone will want to be your friend or sell them on your friendship, but the idea that everyone deserves to, just like they deserve in the workplace, they deserve in their life to be surrounded by genuine friends and community that celebrate who they are as a whole person, that are not just interested in something that they can give or offer, but really celebrate who they are, enjoy who they are and what they contribute, and sharing life and celebrating it together. And so that there would be a myriad of different kinds of, whatever the topic is, whether it's science fiction or art organizations or whatever, and that for every person, there is certainly, even though some people might be discouraged because they haven't found it yet, community for them. And when we focus and structure life around friendship and community, then we create more options and opportunities for every kind of individual, every kind of diversity to find that. And as well, we create a more sustainable system and structure for instance, finding grants and funding that is much more supportive, rewarding, and effective. Another example of a friendship-based solution is an insomnia club that I created a long time ago. I was working a job where I was up late at night working in a acoustic music concert house, and it would take me a while to be pretty wired afterwards. And when the time that I was up and I wanted to socialize was when everybody else was asleep, except for people who had friends of mine who had insomnia. And so I ended up sort of just whimsically creating this insomnia club, even though I didn't have insomnia. Each of my friends, if they had insomnia or they were going through really different time in their life, they knew that I introduced them to each other because they each knew if they were friends of me, a close friend of mine, that someone who would become close friends with me, the only people that I would become really, really close, intimate friends with would be someone who is completely accepting and non-judgmental, who you could be raw and open with and be really safe to be that way. And so it was sort of I was like glue, the bridge that connected each of these people and created a wonderful support system for them. And at the same time, in the process of doing it and in creating this friendship-based system, I was enjoying the friendship of my peers, at after hours, etc. So another example, I mentioned in the previous video about how many people take free activities resources and the leaders of the organizations that offer them for granted. And so a friendship-based practice in the friendly practices, systems and solutions video, I gave some examples, and here is some friendship-based practices, systems and solutions as an example that can be used for those organizations and individuals. So one is to require a show of friendship before being invited to a network or being able to use a resource or attend a gathering. So this one example is this could be volunteering regularly for a while in some way that is not just work, but which requires being regularly supportive, caring, and making a difference to someone in that community or that individual who's hosting something. Another way is to get to know the organizers or individuals, what they love in their life, or the abstract things greatly valued in an organization, and reach out to that individual or organization in some way that brings more of that abstract thing into their lives to celebrate it and bring them great delight. So the videos that follow will be part of the playlists where I share different kinds of friendly or friendship-based solutions that I'm gifting to the world in various different fields and topics organized on playlists on my channel. I may likely add more things, though, to this video at some future time. So you can also check back for more different examples either on this playlist or added to these videos themselves. Anyways, enjoy.